Hello and welcome to the International Daily Roundup with People's Dispatch, where we bring you some of the top stories of the day. Beginning with our first story, an Israeli court has banned media from reporting on Pegasus spyware case trials. While hearing a petition against NSO, the company which owns Pegasus spyware, an Israeli court banned the media from reporting its proceedings and ordered an in-camera trial, invoking threats to national security. What is Pegasus and why this case is so important? We discuss these questions with Abdul. So, Abdul, can you first tell us why you think the court ordered this for the media to not report on the trial?
As you said, that they quoted national security, threats to national security. But I think that is just a facade. The real reason is NSO is very important for Israel for many reasons. One of the primary reasons for its importance is that Israel is an economy, primarily the international trade, primarily based on the export of such sophisticated spy softwares, apart from selling weapons and all. So this is very important for Israeli economy. The second thing is most of the buyers for this software are states all across the globe. For example, India or Saudi Arabia. So all these states do not want the details of the case to be public, to make public. And therefore, there is an attempt to basically silence all the public discussions related to it. So I think the basic reason for banning the media to cover it or the people to attend the proceeding is to reduce the noise in the public about this particular company, about these activities, and so on and so forth.
And also, why is Pegasus in particular so important to Israel?
As I said, that this particular software is bought by many states in this world, and most of these states buy it for primarily to basically use it against the political dissent, the opposition in their countries. For example, if you remember last October, there were a set of activists in India who came out and said that their WhatsApp has been bugged, their phones have been bugged using the WhatsApp, and it was later confirmed by the one Canadian university of Toronto, a group Citizen Lab, that this particular in this particular way, this particular software has been used to bug the phones of different activists. So India is not the only country which has been
I think around over 40 countries were suspected of being
bugged. The main examples of such activities was how how WhatsApp was used, Pegasus was used to coordinate the killing of Jamal Khashoggi by the Saudi Arabia. Then the activists in other countries in the world have found that their governments have been using it. So I think the primary reason for all these, the attempt to hide it is the pressure coming from different countries, particularly the buyers of this software.
And finally, what were the allegations against Pegasus?
The case which was filed by Amnesty International is not the first case. There was a case last year filed by Facebook, the owner of the WhatsApp, in US court, saying that the WhatsApp has been used by Pegasus, by this NSO, to basically further their own business prospects and so on and so forth, and therefore there was a case there. That the decision in that case is still pending. Apart from that, this particular case was filed by Amnesty International primarily to ban NSO from selling this software, exporting this software to other countries, and restricting the activities of NSO, which Amnesty International thinks is basically a threat to the global human rights movements. In fact, one of the activists of the Amnesty International was also bugged by this particular software. So Amnesty is primarily fighting the case to restrict the activities of NSO. In other words, such softwares are threat to freedom of speech and expression, threat to all the human rights activities, and threat to democracy in simple words.
Okay. So thank you, Abdul, for talking to us. And moving on to our second story, Israel has released Palestinian administrative detainee Ahmad Zahran, who was on hunger strike for 116 days protesting his illegal and arbitrary administrative detention. Qadri Abu Bakr, the head of the Palestinian Commission of Prisoners and Ex-Prisoners Affairs, was quoted saying this by the Palestine Chronicle on January 15th, Wednesday. According to Abu Bakr, Zahran was released by the Israeli prison authorities after an agreement was reached by Zahran and the authorities for his release. 42-year-old Zahran from the village of Deir Abu Mishal near the city of Ramallah in the occupied West Bank was on hunger strike since September 20, 2019, after the prison administration refused to end his administrative detention and release him from prison. The prison administration had earlier assured Zahran that his administrative detention will not be renewed once his prison period completed in October 2019. However, after the prison authorities failed to honor the commitment, Zahran relaunched his hunger strike. Zahran had earlier embarked on a 39-day hunger strike in June against his administrative detention after his arrest in February 2019. Israel uses the policy of administrative detention to arbitrarily arrest and detain Palestinians without charge or trial for extremely long periods of time. More often than not, Israel does not even present any evidence as basis for these arrests and cites military law to keep the charges classified. Currently, around 500 Palestinians are in Israeli prisons and detention centers under the illegal administrative detention law. And this is all we have for this episode of the International Daily Roundup. For more such stories and videos, visit our website peoplesdispatch.org, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you for watching.